It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
All right, it is time now for the second date update. Why are you not getting a call back after you went on a date? So here's the thing. Natalie and Zach went on 2 dates. And which one's not getting the call back, Ellen?
Talk to Zach first.
Zach, what's going on, buddy? Zach, are you getting ghosted, Zach?
I believe I am.
Oh, that hurts, huh? But you know what? Equal opportunity for all the douchebag guys out there that don't call girls back.
Yeah, I guess.
You got to be the one that has it happen to you. So tell us, Zach, a little bit about the date and what you guys did.
Well, we had 2 pretty solid dates. You know, we had drinks on the first date, and the second date we went out for dinner. And, you know, we had a kiss at the end of each date, and we texted a lot between each date, and things were pretty good. And then it just kind of went away, it disappeared.
I'm noticing something interesting, Zach, and you're not the only one. I'm noticing that it's not 1 date and I'm not calling you back. It's a couple, maybe 3, maybe 4, and then it's completely they're gone. They total don't return text messages, don't return phone calls, block you on social media. So you're not the only one. So let me do this. Let me pull her up and let's find out exactly what's going on, because maybe it's just a misunderstanding.
Great.
Natalie, are you there?
Hi, yeah, I'm here.
Are you okay with your voice on the radio?
Yeah.
Say hello to Zach.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So
Nice to
Natalie,
hear you again.
Natalie, misunderstanding, or have you been busy, or are you purposely not calling Zach back?
Well, here's the thing. Zach's really great. I had a really great time, and we went on 2 dates, and I was excited about how it's going. But there's just this really big red flag that came up on our second date. I hope it's okay, Zach. He told me that he had a really big issue with his parents, and he doesn't have a relationship with them at all. And I'm really, really close with my parents. I mean, they're my everything, and I think at the end of the day, they're your blood, and there shouldn't be anything that you can't look past.
So your red flag is if there's something wrong with the relationship with the parents, there might be something wrong with him.
Well, I just can't imagine not being close to your family, and it's a really important thing for me, and I just can't really understand it.
Zach, are you okay talking about this? Because I don't want to give too much personal stuff out.
I can't say that I am. I mean, that's the personal issue about my family.
Okay.
But you do, just to answer one quick question, you don't have a relationship with your mom and dad?
No, I don't. I don't.
And it's by your choice or by their choice? Because if it's by their choice, there's nothing here that it's not his fault.
I mean, I just don't. I don't want to
talk about it.
That on
okay.
the radio.
Okay.
All right.
That's understandable.
Then let's
we got it.
Let's focus on this. Do you think it's fair that she would judge your potential in a relationship based on your relationship with your family?
No, I think that's incredibly judgmental. I mean, I'm kind of blown away right now trying to figure out why my relationship with my family would have anything to do with her. I mean, that's just judgy and weird.
Oh God, I just feel like you're dating someone, you're hoping to have similar things that you mesh on and find in common, and I just can't understand that. That's just family's everything. I mean,
well, isn't that a nice privilege for you that you don't understand that? You have a great family, so good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like if you're willing to cut people out and you literally share blood with them, what are you willing to do to me? And you don't know me at all.
Well, I don't know if I'd go that far.
I mean, Natalie, you
There
have
are
to understand.
so many different situations.
Yeah, that some people give it a go, and it is okay to cut someone out of your life who's
When it's
toxic.
and unhealthy.
You don't
and...
have to stay together because you're blood, you know?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean.
The only one who's cut out anyone was you so far, so I don't really know where that line of thinking is going. I mean, you seem very okay with that.
Let me do this because I wanted to ask the listeners some questions about this to see if they think that's a red flag. We're gonna talk more in just a second here, Zach. So stay there, Natalie. You also hang too because I might need you to. But I want to ask questions to our listeners and see what they think about this. Kelly, hi. Is it a red flag that he doesn't have a relationship with his parents? Kelly?
Hello. Hi. Yeah. I think honestly she needs to check her privilege. It's not a red flag at all. It's really great that she has a family that's worth being a part of, but not everybody is blessed in that way.
So wait a second. So you're saying that it's a case of privilege?
Yeah, having a family that's worth being a part of is a beautiful thing, but not everybody has that, and it doesn't mean that there's something wrong with him.
Right. You're saying good for her. She's lucky. She shouldn't judge others who aren't as lucky.
Exactly.
What I would do is I would probably ask because I see her point in the fact that, he's got some issues with his family, and I would probably want to know more, and I would try to explore that more. And I think that's where Natalie went wrong, was not trying to explore.
And it might not even be appropriate, whatever the issue is, for a first or second date to talk about.
Yeah.
I understand that very much
Just
as well.
continue to get to know him and then figure it out later. Ashley, what's up?
So I have two parents that are extremely toxic people. So I have, in my adult life, chosen to cut both of them out for my sake and the sake of my children. I have a great relationship with my boyfriend's parents, both of them. So I feel like that's not fair. Like, she really should have explored that more and given him an option to explain maybe why he's decided to distance himself from his parents, because it doesn't matter blood or not. If you're toxic, you're toxic. You don't get a place in everybody's life just because you're blood.
Yeah. Mojo in the morning. Thank you for the call, by the way, Ashley.
No problem.
Appreciate you sharing that. I'm going to voice this guy's Kim because she doesn't feel comfortable with her regular voice on the radio. What's up, Kim?
I also agree with the other two ladies that have called in. I think that she should have given him a chance. I am not close to my family for very specific reasons, but I am very close to my husband's family.
And do you believe that if she were to stay in a relationship with him, do you believe that she should just explore more of the reasoning behind that? Because I'm sure that your relationship with your parents sometimes plays a part in your relationship with your spouse, doesn't it?
It does a lot. Like I said, my family, what I consider my family, is both his family and my sister's. That is it.
Does it ever does it ever become an issue, though, in your relationship about your family? Like, does trust ever come into a play with this, where you don't?
Not necessarily. There's good reasons why I'm not with my family. The only struggle that there is in the relationship is seeing that it is possible to have a very good relationship with your own family.
Yeah, because you got that from your. I'm sorry. Did you say boyfriend or husband?
Husband.
Your husband. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you for the call, Kelly. You actually have some advice for these guys. I'm going to pull them back up, and this is probably good for Natalie to hear this. Kelly, what do you want to say to these guys?
I wanted to say what happened to communication. This was something that she could have asked, they could have talked about, and it could have furthered that date on more. This whole, I caught a red flag real quick. You didn't even dive into the red flag to see if it was bigger. I just feel like that was real rude, and I agree with him. Like, great for you that you have a relationship.
Yeah.
It's body. You don't know whose body it is because you didn't even dig in to see what was going on.
Yeah, and you don't even have to dig that deep. I think it just could be, a conversation of him saying, I have done this and this and this to try to mend this relationship. And unfortunately, I know now that I need to set a healthy boundary for myself and step away from that situation. And to me, that would be so attractive. About a person. Like, of course I want to be involved with somebody who has a good relationship with their family, but that's not every family. Yeah. And so just to know that somebody is doing something that's healthy for themselves, I think, that's just as attractive. I really do.
Abby is different than all the rest of the callers that we have here. Abby, what's up?
Hi.
Good morning.
What did you want to say, Abby?
So I think that it's fair for her to feel that way. I'm not saying that he should have a relationship with his parents if they are toxic or whatever the case may be. But I do think that it's fair for her to choose what's best for her. And if that's a red flag in her mind, why waste his time?
I mean, listen, I think that she has every right, but she should have just called and said, you know what?
I say this every Monday. I feel like it's just an explanation would have been really nice.
And Natalie, I think that's where you went wrong on this one.
Yeah.
Especially because, Zach sounds like he's not going to talk about it on the radio. And Zach, I don't know if you would even be willing. Would you talk about it with a date? Like if she would have said to you, hey, so tell me more about your family. What's going on? Would you have felt comfortable doing that on a third date?
I feel like, we only went on 2 dates, and even 3 dates that's like a very personal issue, that you talk about when you really get to know someone. And, if you want to get to know someone, then you're willing to go, you're willing to get to that point, regardless of what it is. So, yeah, it's like I think you have to be okay with, liking someone or, growing in love with someone, regardless of what their past is or the relationship with their parents is.
Yeah,
that's just my.
Yeah, no, I think you're very mature about it. And how old are you, Zach?
I'm 29.
Yeah, you know what? You've lived a long life with those people as your parents, and we don't know what you went through. But I will tell you this: that's your story to tell when you are willing to tell it. And Natalie, you have every right to say, I don't know if I want to be in a relationship with this guy, but just kind common courtesy would be nice, And you don't even have to say it's because of your family. Just say, you know what, I'm just not interested right now. I'm not looking to date. You don't even have to say why.
Yeah, I guess I didn't know what to say. I don't know. I've never met someone who didn't have a relationship with their family, and it kind of freaked me out. And I guess I could have just called. I don't know. I just didn't know what to say.
All right. You want to say goodbye to Zach?
Yeah, Zach, I guess I'm sorry. I feel like I really got a different perspective. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. No harm done.
Good luck to both of you guys. Thank you for sharing with us your guys' stories, and we'll have another second date update for you next week. If you've not heard back from somebody that you've gone on a date with, all you have to do is text DATE to 95500 to be on a future second date update.